Hey everyone, and welcome back. You ready to deep dive with me today?
Always.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So today we're tackling a powerful speech
Oh, yeah.
called Work Hard in Silence, Shock Them with Your Success by Marcus Elevation Taylor.
Love that title.
Right. It's not just your typical motivational stuff. This one really digs deep.
For sure. It speaks to anyone who's really driven, those who want to achieve something big.
Exactly. It's all about focused work, done away from all the distractions and noise.
Like developing a photo in a dark room. That's the metaphor Taylor uses.
Ooh, I like that. So who is he talking to with this message?
He's not limiting it at all. It's for athletes, entrepreneurs, students, even preachers.
Anyone who feels stuck or wants to break free?
Exactly. Anyone with that burning desire to grow and reach their full potential.
So it's a universal message then.
Totally. And one thing he hits on early is this culture of distraction we live in.
Oh man. Tell me about it. How many tabs do you have open right now?
Haha, too many. You know what I mean? We're constantly bombarded with information and demands. It's true. And Taylor doesn't shy away from the tough stuff either.
No, he doesn't.
He talks about the sacrifices success might require. Sleeping in your car, going without food, that kind of thing.
Yeah, he's not sugarcoating it.
Does that seem a little extreme to you?
Not necessarily. I think he's just trying to be real with us
Real about what?
about the level of commitment it takes to really break through and achieve something extraordinary.
So it's more than just wishful thinking.
Way more. You got to be willing to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. And sometimes that means making some tough choices.
Gotcha. So how does this all tie back to that darkroom analogy?
The darkroom.
Yeah.
It's that space where real growth happens.
Okay. But what does that actually look like?
It's about blocking out all the noise, the
Mhm.
distractions, the constant need for validation.
So we're not talking about a literal darkroom, right?
Not necessarily. It's more of a mental space you create.
I see. So it could be a quiet corner in your house? Or
Exactly.
What?
Or even just a set time each day where you disconnect and focus.
Like a digital detox.
I like that. So it's about being intentional with your time and attention.
Right. And Taylor also talks about this difference between our public and private selves.
How so?
We often only see the highlight reel of other people's lives, not the hard work and struggles behind the scenes.
The curated Instagram life.
Precisely. And it's easy to get caught in that comparison trap.
Oh yeah. Feeling like we're not good enough because our behind the scenes isn't as glamorous.
Exactly. But it's crucial to remember that everyone's journey is unique.
And we all have those darkroom moments where we're putting in the work.
Struggling and striving to reach our goals.
It's easy to forget that when you're scrolling through social media, though.
Oh, for sure. But
Yeah.
that's why Taylor's message about forsaking all distractions is so powerful.
Forsaking all, that sounds intense. What does he mean by that?
It's a call to prioritize what truly matters,
So letting go of the things that are holding us back,
even if we enjoy them.
even if we enjoy them, that's tough.
It is. But sometimes it's necessary to make space for the things that truly matter.
I see. So it's about being intentional with our choices and our time.
And having the courage to let go of anything that's not serving our purpose.
That's a powerful message. And it makes me think about what Taylor calls the power of silence.
Ooh, tell me more.
He says, stop telling everybody what you're going to do and just put in the work.
Let your actions speak louder than words.
Right. It's about building something substantial without needing constant validation.
I love that. It's about trusting the process and believing in your own vision.
And not seeking external approval every step of the way.
Exactly. It's about finding that inner confidence and letting your work speak for itself.
Okay, so we're talking about finding balance. Okay.
Balance between putting in the work behind the scenes and knowing when to share it with the world.
Got it. So it's not about being a hermit or completely disconnecting.
No, it's about being strategic and intentional with your time and energy.
Making conscious choices about what you focus on and when.
Exactly.
Finding that balance is key. But how do we actually forsake all distractions? Like, where do we even start?
Taylor talks about doing an appraisal, of everything and everyone in your life.
Like a life inventory.
Yeah. Are they serving you? Are they aligned with your goals?
So being honest with ourselves about what's adding value.
And what's holding you back?
That's easier said than done, though.
It can be. So especially when it comes to things we enjoy.
Even if they're distractions.
Right. It might mean setting some boundaries.
With people. Social media.
Could be. Maybe limiting certain activities.
Even if you enjoy them.
If they're pulling you away from your purpose.
Makes sense. Like decluttering your life.
Exactly. To make space for what truly matters.
Kind of like that information overload we talked about.
Absolutely. It's about being in control of your attention.
Instead of being controlled by it,
Right. You're not a slave to notifications or demands.
you're choosing what to focus on.
What you want to create.
Taylor also talks about confronting limiting beliefs.
Ooh, yeah. Those inner voices.
The ones that tell us we're not good enough.
Not talented enough.
Mm-hmm.
Not worthy.
They can be so loud sometimes.
They can. And they hold us back.
So how do we quiet them down?
It takes practice. First, you got to become aware of them.
Notice when they pop up.
Right. Then challenge those thoughts.
Like argue with them.
In a way, ask yourself, is this really true?
Is there any evidence to support it?
Often those thoughts are based on fear
Or past experiences?
that don't reflect your current reality.
So it's about shifting our mindset.
From self-doubt to self-belief.
Like Taylor says, this version of myself is not going to carry us into the stretch.
We have to evolve and grow.
Become the best version of ourselves.
And that might mean learning new skills.
Stepping outside our comfort zones.
Maybe even shedding old beliefs.
The ones that no longer serve us.
Right. And Taylor uses that darkroom analogy again here.
What does he say about it?
He reminds us that some of the most monumental creations
They were born in obscurity.
away from the public eye,
So it's about embracing the messy process.
the behind-the-scenes work.
Not being afraid to make mistakes.
That's so important. We often get caught up in appearing perfect,
Like we have to have it all figured out.
but real growth comes from embracing the journey.
The struggles, the failures.
And remember, everyone goes through it.
You're not alone in those dark room moments.
We're all in there somewhere, putting in the work,
honing our craft.
growing.
Becoming who we're meant to be.
It's about focusing on our own journey.
Not comparing ourselves to others.
But Taylor takes it even deeper. He asks, why are you here?
Whoa, that's a big question.
It is. What do you think he's getting at?
Connecting with our purpose.
Our reason for being.
Yeah. Understanding what drives us.
What makes us come alive.
And aligning our actions with that purpose.
So it's more than just achieving success.
It's about finding your place in the world.
Making a contribution.
That feels authentic to you.
That's a pretty daunting task.
It is. But it's a journey of self-discovery.
Exploring your interests, passions, values.
Trying new things. Stepping outside your comfort zone.
Maybe even failing a few times.
That's part of the process. So being open to different paths.
Adjusting course along the way.
Embracing the journey.
And Taylor emphasizes action. He asks, what are you willing to sacrifice?
To bring your vision to life.
He gives examples, hiding yourself in the library, the
The
gym,
boardroom. Your books.
even your closet.
He's painting a picture of dedication.
Creating that space
Physically and mentally.
where you can fully immerse yourself.
In the work that matters most.
Shutting out the noise.
But distractions.
And he stresses it's not about seeking validation.
He quotes Steve Jobs.
We do not say anything about future products.
We work on them in secret, and then we release them to the world.
Letting your results speak for themselves,
Trusting your vision. Believing in the process.
even when nobody else understands.
That takes guts.
It does, especially in a world obsessed with instant gratification.
We want approval before we've even started.
But Taylor challenges us. Is there anybody here that's willing to disappear?
To step away from that need for attention.
And dedicate ourselves to the work?
That's a powerful question.
It is. It's about choosing the process over the outcome.
The journey over the destination.
And he reminds us, it's not about being miserable.
Or denying ourselves joy.
It's about understanding that true fulfillment.
It comes from aligning our actions with our purpose.
Finding joy in the journey.
In creating something meaningful.
That makes a difference.
That's such an important point.
Hmm.
It's not about punishment.
Or working ourselves to the bone.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
Where passion and purpose intersect.
Where the work itself brings joy.
And fulfillment.
Finding that joy in the journey. I think that's really what separates this from just another hustle harder message.
Yeah, totally. He's not just saying grind yourself to the bone.
There's got to be more to it.
Exactly. He talks about a promotion that's coming.
A promotion.
The stages and opportunities that are being prepared for us.
While we're working behind the scenes.
Exactly.
So like by putting in the work now, we're setting ourselves up for future success.
Even if we can't see it yet.
That's a cool way to think about it. Like we're investing in our future selves.
Right, and trusting that our efforts will be recognized.
That our hard work will pay off eventually.
It's about faith,
Faith in what?
Faith in the process, in yourself and your vision.
Even when it feels like no one's watching.
Especially then.
That's tough though. You know, when you're surrounded by this culture of instant gratification,
It is, but that's where the real test comes in.
staying focused when everything's pulling you in a million directions.
Taylor talks about visualizing your goals,
Oh yeah,
holding in your hand what you see in your head.
like manifestation.
Exactly.
And-
Believing in it so strongly it becomes reality.
So it's not just about action, it's about belief too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he has this powerful call to action. Stop telling everybody what you're going to do and just disappear and do the work that is required.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is. It's about letting go of the need to impress others.
Just focusing on the task at hand.
Back to that power of silence.
Actions speak louder than words. He reminds us, even when we feel alone, we're not really alone.
There are others out there working in their own dark rooms.
Striving towards their goals.
We're all in this together.
Even if we don't see each other.
And his message at the end is so encouraging. He says, don't be bitter, don't be frustrated,
Just remain faithful,
behind the scenes.
trusting that it'll all work out.
Even if it doesn't happen on our timeline.
Finding that inner strength to keep going.
He ends with a bang, too. He says, you build in the dark and you announce it when it's finished.
Ooh, I like that.
That sums it all up.
The power of silent effort.
Letting the results speak for themselves.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, unpacking Marcus Elevation Taylor's message.
It's been a journey.
What's your biggest takeaway from all this?
For me, it's about remembering that real success takes dedication and perseverance.
And believing in yourself.
Even when it's hard.
I love that. And I hope this deep dive has inspired you, the listener,
To create your own dark room.
to carve out space for your goals.
And pursue them with passion and determination.
And remember, you don't have to do it alone.
Find your tribe.
Connect with like-minded people.
Support each other.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time.
Keep striving, keep growing,
And keep building something extraordinary.
one darkroom session at a time.